The book focuses on Lottie, who is a 75-year-old retired serial killer, and she is living a quiet life under an assumed name. And then a comes at the door from a journalist who wants to make a docu-series about her and who believes she was wrongly accused of murder because she had been accused of murder but was exonerated. And her docuseries was focusing on people that were wrongly accused of crimes. Lottie doesn't want anything to do with this. Her current friends and family do not know her old name, do not know that she was ever even accused of murder. It's going to blow up her life. So Lottie has to come out of retirement. And I mean, there's just really no option there. She's forced into it. So because this woman, this journalist, is going to make this docuseries whether she agrees to participate in it or not. So her life is going to get blown up if she doesn't do anything about it. And that starts a whole avalanche of ramifications. And, you know, sometimes you just can't retire all the way. She has to adapt to the new world. So not only does she have to adapt to the changes in her, her memory's not quite what it was. She's not as strong as she was at 30 as she is at 75. I mean, as she was at 30. So she has to adapt and also to the new world of technology. There weren't cameras when she was doing this before. There wasn't even DNA yet. So uh, she has to figure out a way to navigate the new world that she's in if she's going to try and get away with this. And I think that's just a really interesting concept for anybody, not just a serial killer, but that we do adapt. That's what human beings do. And she just has an extreme way of showing it. I also didn't want her to play to type in terms of the little old lady who poisons people. She doesn't poison people. It's far more graphic than that. And she's a violent person. So there is a little more gore in this book, not and nothing extreme, but a little more. And she's got methods, and as long as she's very meticulous and knows what she needs to do, she's done it before. She's not new at this game. She just has to adjust to the way the world has changed around her to be able to do it. And I found that concept just really interesting of someone who had to adapt to all of those things and try to achieve something that she still wants to achieve, really. The key to it is always to up the stakes in a thriller. So each person is a bigger threat than the last. The journalist is first, and that's not a spoiler because I've just told you that, and that's the first chapter. So uh, each person that comes next is a bigger threat to Lottie, and they just keep coming. I mean, the ramifications of this one journalist are just huge, but that's what makes the story is she has no choice now. She has to keep going because each one not only will blow up her life, but possibly take her freedom away. So it has to just keep building in any thriller. And even when you've got a serial killer as the protagonist. Well, Lottie has a full life. She has a son. He has been married and she has grandchildren and he's now gotten divorced and he's getting married again. So she has a whole family going on. She also has friends. She plays bingo at the church. She's very involved at her church. She has friends at the church. Um, so she's not a robot. She literally has a full life that and was enjoying it before somebody came and knocked on her door. Um, and then the journalist has family members and there are police who are looking into the situation and the journalist has a boyfriend. So there are lots of characters around and not some die, some don't. I won't say who, but there's she has a lot of people in her life. She's not an isolated old woman living alone who never talks to anybody. So serial killers have to blend in or else people will get suspicious right away. The serial killer is going to be the one with the perfect house and the perfect lawn that always smiles and says, "How's your day?" He's going to be like that.